All right, let's talk about some of the races. We'll start with the Memphis-Shelby County School Board. There were 5 positions up for grabs in this election of the 9 seats that are on the board. Running through them in order here. District 2, that was an upset for sure. 49% voting for Natalie McKinney, over the incumbent Althea Green, who just got stomped. Otis, she was chairman during the infamous search for a new superintendent, and I think that came back to haunt her.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. Look at all of the problems we had with the superintendent search, and they had to scrap it and start all over, and it just wasn't a good look for them, and they were hammered all the time. And then even after Dr. Marie Fagans was selected, that was done in a lot of controversy. There was a lot of people saying, you know, let's not pick her. People were having press conferences to say, let's go with Tony Williams. And then after Marie Fagans gets here, we have, you know, all of the issues with the layoffs and getting rid of people. And of course, I'll say this again. I think Dr. Fagans did not have a great communication strategy with a lot of that, but it all fell back on the school board, which means it fell back on Althea Green, and to lose by 13 points, that's an embarrassing loss.
So McKinney will be a new face. In District 3, we had Stephanie Love, the winner there. She is a familiar face because she is a current board member. She's the only incumbent, in fact, who won re-election. District 4, Kevin Woods pulled out of that race. So Tamarcus Porter wins that race with 44% of the vote. Going to District 5, Mauricio Calvo, you could call him an incumbent because he was sitting in the chair, but he was appointed, so this was really his first election. And Sable Ote beat him. And then in District 7, Tawana Murphy, who's very big in Head Start. Literacy is a big thing for her, and she beat her competitors in that one after Frank Johnson, due to health reasons, pulled out. So there you go. That's how it all came out. What are your thoughts when we only had only one incumbent return?
I actually kind of want to double back to Althea Green and Natalie McKinney, because that is the race that I think struck most of our attention. In addition to all the issues that were attached to Althea Green that Otis mentioned, Natalie McKinney is very well known in the education space. She used to work for MSCS. She founded Whole Child Strategies. So I think if anybody was going to beat the incumbent chair, it was Natalie McKinney.
People knew her, and not just because they knew her, but they knew about her education bona fides.
Exactly.
I agree wholeheartedly. She had a reputation of her own. And it's not like she does not know the school board, because she worked in government affairs for the school system. So she will bring a fresh perspective. However, Althea Green probably took the brunt of the anger from all of those. Some wanted Tony, some wanted you to pick some of the candidates who were inside of Memphis. Right. Some wanted the superintendent that we have right now. Some did not like the fact that people lost their jobs in an inhumane way. Right. So all of those reasons snowballed, and they tumbled into the chair's lap. Right. Now, I believe that's what happened here. And she took the brunt of it, although Michelle McKissick was the chair during the first selection. The process that Green chaired, we did have an outcome. Well,
it was kind of messy, but we still had
we did have an outcome.
And of course, Michelle McKissick, you know, she wasn't on the ballot. So
that's exactly. They went straight.
Easier to blame the person who's on the ballot.
And it's easier to blame the person who's at the top.
Exactly.
And I think that's what happened to her. And she's a good public servant. She is. She's very well respected. She just got placed in a situation of so many problems, and it snowballed in her lap.
So the school board is the boss of the superintendent. What kind of boss does Dr. Marie Fagans have, do you think, with these new faces? What are you looking for in terms of whether there will be any changes in the dynamic there between the relationship between the superintendent and the school board?
What do you think, Tawana?
Well, I'm
curious
to see this, because she had some dynamite board members coming on board, that Ote is very well respected in this community, and I don't know her personally, but I had so many of my friends reach out to me about her, so I know she's very well respected, and she's not a shrinking violet. She will speak up.
She was on the bobsledding team for the Team USA.
Yes, she's not a shrinking
That
violet.
tells you all you need to know
The
there.
first African American to have that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you've got Tawana Murphy, talk show host. She has her own following.
Yes, she does.
She does not have to cater to what the superintendent wants. She's going to cater to what she thinks is in the best interest. And she will not be a shrinking
she won't.
violet.
She won't.
And then you have Natalie McKinney, who knows the school system like the back of her hand. Now, she understands the operation of the school system, but she'll have to remove herself from receiving grants from the school system for her nonprofit. And she will have to do that for Shelby County government too, because they are the funding bodies of the school system.
Well, I would say to all of them, bless your hearts.
Me too. Me too.
I wish you well.
It's a
wish
tough
you well.
job.
It's a tough job.
And you
I
gotta-
admire them for even running. The people,
Right.
the losers too, because
And they gotta define what role is who, because technically you're right. They're the boss collectively of the superintendent. The superintendent carries out the wishes of the board, and what's been happening has not been that. It's been the dog wagging the tail.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'm through with that.
Okay.